Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Will Motivation back with another video, and we're talking about knowledge. That's right, my first Lamborghini Huracan. This video is going to be kind of like a story video slash big thank you video for my favorite YouTubers. Gotta give them a big shout out. That's right, I'm talking about Goon Squad.
You remind me of someone, but I'm not gonna mention who it is. The guy who introduces his welcome to my garage. Knowledge!
Will Motivation. Will Motivation.
You're watching Will Motivation. Here is where we create, educate, and motivate. Welcome to Will Motivation.
Okay, so a lot of you guys that are familiar with my channel know that I started my channel out with a 2006 Lamborghini Gallardo. Now, with that Gallardo, I made my most popular video, which was the monthly payments on a Lamborghini. And that kind of got me started in YouTube. And the Lamborghini Gallardo was not actually my dream car. Of course, my dream was to get a Lamborghini one day, but my dream car was always a Lamborghini Huracan, like the one that you see behind me. So if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you'll know that I affectionately refer to this car as Knowledge 2.0. If you're wondering why, and you haven't been around my channel since like the beginning and seen sort of the saga, and you're wondering why this is Knowledge 2.0, because originally I had a Huracan 580-2, that's like the rear wheel drive Huracan, in white, and we called it Knowledge. And the reason why we called that Huracan Knowledge is because I always said that it takes knowledge to get the cars. And it was sort of like a play on the word, how Ty Lopez used to always do those videos here in my garage, and he would be saying knowledge, right?
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. Knowledge.
And I used to get a kick out of that. And he would be like, here's my Lamborghini, you know, and he'd be showing his Lamborghini and he'd be saying knowledge. So I was like, yeah, that's gonna be the name of the channel car when I get one, right? So I ended up going from that Lamborghini Gallardo to investing in some real estate to basically raise the money in order to be able to afford my dream car, which was a Lamborghini Huracan. And the first one was that two-wheel drive version. Now, I went and picked up the car in Chicago at Gold Coast Exotics, like Gold Coast Lamborghini, Bentley, that kind of thing. And I actually live streamed purchasing that Lamborghini on YouTube. And to my knowledge, it was the first and only time somebody has ever live streamed purchasing a Lamborghini live on YouTube. And it got like, there was like 3,000 people in on the live stream, and it was like one of the most exciting moments for me purchasing my dream car, which I no longer have. But I'm going to tell you a little story about that car and why I'm shouting out Goon Squad in this video. Big, huge shout out to Goon Squad in this video. Now, the cool thing about that Lamborghini, so I went ahead and bought the Lamborghini. We named it Knowledge, kind of with respect to Ty Lopez, and just the fact that I was trying to teach people that it takes knowledge and intelligence to buy cars like that, because you got to be able to raise the money some kind of way. So we went on to put that car in a lot of videos. That car actually got millions of views on my channel, kind of helped me kick off the channel and take it to the next level after the Gallardo. So I was very, and I still am, very fond of my first Lamborghini Huracan. But the problem that I had with that car is that it had a different front end. Like if you look, it had the 580-2 had a different front end, different bumper in the front than the 610-4. So honestly, the 610-4 is my dream car because it had the perfect body style and everything. And the 580-2 was a little bit, like, not a little bit, but it was about $30,000 cheaper than the 610-4. The car was already expensive, and I figured I'd get the 580-2, and I kind of felt like I was settling but I love that car, right? It was my first Huracan, and you know, got a lot of views with it. We did the Lamborghini repo video when I traded it in for this car. So this is kind of like the story that's leading up to why Goon Squad is my favorite channel right now. Okay, so so I did a lot of videos with that Huracan. Very fond of the Huracan, but there was one problem with it, and that is the way that it looked in the front end. I wasn't really happy with the front end. So I bought a bumper, like a replacement bumper. I bought parts like to do the job to change it over to look like a 610-4. But the problem was all of the shops that I went to were saying that it was gonna cost buku money, like thousands and thousands of dollars to try to fit this bumper on a 580-2. So I kind of like weighed my options, and I was like, it's gonna cost that much money to change the bumper, then I might as well just invest in getting the actual car that I really wanted, which is just too, it was really just too expensive, you know, in my mind. But I figured if I'm gonna put that money into getting the car right, I might as well get the car that I want. So I made a decision to go ahead and invest in getting a Lamborghini Huracan 610-4, which is what you see here, which we now call Knowledge 2.0. So I did a big repo video. It was like a prank more than anything. And I said, you know, why don't we like do a video? It'll be real funny. We'll stage the car getting repo, but it was actually the truck that was coming to pick up the car to ship it to Miami, where I traded it in on this 610-4. So basically that 580-2, I shipped it to Florida. We did a big like finale repo video. And then we also did a big collection video on Knowledge 2.0. And you know, my old Lamborghini made a cameo in that video at the beginning. And I never really heard about the car again after that, right? So I figured somebody probably bought it in Florida or something like that, but I never really thought about it, right? But fast forward about a year later, and I'm on the internet, and I wanted to get a project car. I wanted to get a Mustang GT, because first I wanted a Mustang GT 500, and then I decided I'm not gonna get the GT 500. I'm gonna get a Mustang GT, and I'm gonna just make it a project car and fix on it over time and make it my perfect Mustang GT. Now I have that vehicle now, and I haven't started on that project, so I haven't really revealed the vehicle officially and show you guys like the collection video yet, but that's coming. But anyway, I was looking on the internet for people that were modifying Mustang GTs, and I came across this channel called Goon Squad, right? And there's these two brothers that had a real positive attitude. We're doing some real cool stuff, having fun with the cars, fixing the cars up, doing all these project cars. And I noticed they also had a Hellcat just like mine. Their Mustang happened to be the same color as mine. I think it's the same year as mine. And I was like, I'm gonna subscribe to this channel. And I probably saw some videos of theirs before, but I hadn't subscribed yet. But I was doing research on my Mustang, and I subscribed to their channel. A couple months later, earlier this year, I think it was in March, February or March, they did a video where they purchased a white Lamborghini Huracan 580-2. And I didn't really think anything of it. I just thought it would be cool that they're gonna do a Huracan and take it from being a wrecked car to taking it, you know, to be better than new, right? So I had no idea what they were gonna do with it, but I was like, yeah, this is gonna be fun watching this along with that Mustang content, right? So they started doing the videos with the Huracan. I was really impressed with them. I like how they would do the fan mail, and they always have a positive message. They were always supporting their fans, and just two real positive people that are setting a good example for other young people to basically, man, just be industrious, like go do something. Like and I also look further back in their channel, man, they also dabbled in real estate, which is my thing. But they started, you know, doing all these rehabs or rebuilding these cars and stuff, right? So the Lamborghini videos started getting popular and everything, and I was like, wow, these guys are really setting a good example for young people to do that thing. I'm gonna shout them out, and I'm gonna do a video shouting them out. Shout out to Goon Squad, man. Those two dudes are killing it. So if you haven't seen their channel, check out Goon Squad. They're rebuilding a Lamborghini Huracan 580-2. I did a video shouting out to Goon Squad for the great work that they were doing with the Lamborghini Huracan. And the thing that really got me when I got up off my butt and was like, I'm doing this video right now to shout these dudes out, is because they started putting the front bumper of a 610-4 on their 580-2, which really impressed me because I wanted to do the same thing, and I was told that you couldn't do it or else it was gonna be super expensive. So I was like, I'm gonna make this video, I'm gonna shout these guys out. Now they liked my video and sent me actually thousands of people that subscribe to my channel, and probably some of you guys that are watching this video are from the results of Goon Squad, you know, sending traffic my way to my channel. So shout out to Goon Squad for that.
The most expensive part was actually our front bumper, and as you know, we did do the LP 610 front bumper on an LP 580, which a lot of people were saying that is not possible. The dealership will even tell you that's not possible, but we proved them wrong, and look at that, it looks absolutely amazing. And that sucker was $3,300 off of eBay. And a huge shout out to Will Motivation for hooking us up with all the grill inserts, which helped us complete this front bumper.
Now here's where it gets interesting, right? What are the odds of this? So the interesting thing is, they put the bumper on that I wanted to put on, and I'm like, man, I still got parts left over that they might need to finish that project, right? I did another video after that, and I was talking about, you know, I forget what the title of the video was, but it was basically like the maintenance on a Lamborghini. And I shouted Goon Squad out again, and I said, hey, maybe Goon Squad might want to do a collaboration with me, because when they finish their 580-2, they might want to supercharge it or turbo it, right? And I just supercharged mine. I was like, maybe they want to drive mine and we can do a collab, and I'm just a fan of their channel, right? So I did that video, and actually a lot of people supported that video, thought it would be a great idea, got like 99,000 views, and I was pretty excited about it, right? So cool. And I didn't reach out to the Goon Squad after that video. Shout out to Goon Squad, man, because them dudes are doing stuff themselves, and they have inspired me to start doing the little minor repairs and stuff like that myself. I want to do a collaboration with Goon Squad when they get their Lamborghini Huracan finished. I want to drive my Huracan down there, maybe meet them at the track, maybe just do a little episode on Will Motivation on my channel, interviewing those guys and just getting their story. So if you guys think that is a good idea, hit the thumbs up on this video, and I'll reach out to the guys at Goon Squad and see if I can get them in for an interview and have them on my channel to talk about the history of their channel, to talk about their new Lamborghini once they get it finished. But then, like the next day in the morning, I was like, you know what? They got their. I started looking at their video when they started stitching the seats and they started fixing the seats on their Lamborghini. They actually, the airbag deployed in their Lambo, right? So if you look at this right here, airbag, there's an airbag in here. It blew up and ripped the stitching, right? They fixed that stitching, super impressive, right? They fixed that stitching, and I was thinking that their Lamborghini was different from my 580-2 because it had different rims on it. And also I thought the seats were different, but when they were fixing the seats, I saw that the seats were exactly like my spec on my 580-2. I was like, wow, you know, and they picked theirs up in Florida and I traded mine in Florida. So I was like, I wonder, could that be my old Lamborghini Huracan, right? But then I was like, nah, because the wheels are different, right? But then I started thinking, I was like, wait a minute. When I traded in my 580-2, I had these wheels on it, right there. These used to be on my 580-2, but I bought these on eBay from overseas, and I powder coated them black, and I put them on my 580. Then when I traded this in, or when I traded in the 580 to get this, I took the wheels off the 580 and put them on this. So then after I started thinking about it, I was like, wait a minute. So the wheels are different because I took the wheels off. So maybe this potentially, the car that they're working on could potentially be my old Lamborghini. What would be the odds of that, right? But it all happened in Florida, right? So what did I do? I did two things. I kind of got up in the morning one day, I was like, you know what? I better check, because that would be a crazy YouTuber coincidence for this car to be on one YouTube channel and then another YouTube channel. And it would be like probably the most famous Lamborghini Huracan on the internet. So I was like, it'd be worth a try to check and see, right? So I pulled up my VIN number, you know, from my paperwork when I purchased the car. And there's two places you can go to check the history of a car. One is Carfax, of course. You can see what happened with a car, like if it was wrecked and any of that kind of stuff. And number two, you can go to an app called VinWiki. I'll put a link in the description of this video. Shout out to Ed Bolian. He actually created VinWiki. He has a great YouTube channel. I actually reached out to him and kind of thanked him for setting up his VinWiki app. And I looked in those two places, and this is what I found. So let's look and see what we actually have on the Goon Squad Lamborghini. So what I did is I actually had the idea to try to find out the VIN number from the Goon Squad Lamborghini. So what I had to do is find the auction where they purchased the car to get the VIN number to see if it matched up with my VIN number, basically. So shout out to Cappy. Shout out to Cappy because she actually found this listing, all right? And what she found was not only the listing, what you can see right here. This is the Lamborghini. This is the Goon Squad Lamborghini. You can see based on the damage that this is the same car right there. They had to fix all of this, same everything. There's the VIN number. So I was able to get the VIN number and some information about the car or whatever. And then I took the VIN number and I went to VinWiki, which I can't show you on my computer because it's an app for the phone. But then I also went to Carfax. So here's a moment of truth. Is the Goon Squad Lamborghini Huracan my old Lamborghini Huracan? And when I pulled this up, I wasn't sure. So I'm going to show you the same thing that I saw when I pulled this up. So I basically had to buy the Carfax again with that VIN number, right? And here it is right here. I bought it on April 25th. Put in the VIN number and view report. First thing I see when this report pops up is, you know, okay, this right here. My old car, it has a salvage title now. The airbag deployed and it was damaged. So I automatically was like, this has got to be my car that the Goon Squad has. Because here it is, like, this is everything. Branded title salvage, 3 previous owners. And I, you know, I already have seen this Carfax because I pulled it when I bought the car. The only thing additional was this last third owner, which was, you know, was kind of famous in Tampa. A woman actually, I don't know if she was the owner, but I think she was. She actually crashed the car before Goon Squad got it. But here's the first owner right there. I'm owner number 2. As you can see, I registered the car in Ohio. And I only had the car for 3 months before I traded it in on my 610-4. And here you go. You got this salvage issue. Total loss was reported. And then it'll show you when. So I was able to verify that, you know, when the car actually was wrecked, to match it up with the story that Goon Squad had on their channel about the woman that wrecked the car. So I'm sure you guys probably seen that video. But here it is, man. This is my history with it. You know, I bought it in Illinois, in Chicago, registered it in Ohio, and then traded it in to Prestige Imports in Miami when I bought that. That's where I got my 610-4. Then the new owner bought it very shortly after that. And then looks like they had it for a year. And then they wrecked it right around New Year's. There it is. So it's official. And I actually reached out to the Goon Squad after I realized that they had my old car, and they were really cool about it. You know, I sent them the parts for the bumper, and they shouted me out, which I really appreciate. But the cool thing is, before they even knew the story of the car, the cool thing is they liked the video that I did shouting them out before we even knew that the car was the same car that I used to own. And that when they did that, when they liked that video, it went on their playlist and it sent me thousands of people to my video. So I really appreciate that. Goon Squad brothers, I appreciate it, man. And I appreciate you guys taking care of that car, bringing it back to health. That is the most epic Lamborghini Huracan on the internet. Yep, there you have it, man. My favorite YouTube channel actually is working on my first Lamborghini Huracan, which we affectionately on my channel call Knowledge. That's right, the Goon Squad actually brought knowledge back to life. And for that, this video is a thank you video, not only for taking care of a car that was real special to me and to my audience on Will Motivation on my YouTube channel, but also for all of the love and the shout outs and the communication after I reached out to them. Those dudes are two sincere dudes, man. Like, I'll support their channel forever, and I'll tell everybody to go subscribe to their channel for what they represent, what kind of people they are. Because not only did they shout me out once or twice, but they shouted me out a bunch of times on Instagram. They shouted me out on their channel. And they didn't ask me for anything. Like, they didn't ask me for any money or anything like that. And I basically offered to send them the parts that I had for the front end bumper. And even before I knew that that was my Huracan, I saw how they did the fan mail, and I was just really impressed with it. I was like, I'm gonna buy them something for their fan mail. And I actually sent them a car cover, not knowing that that's my old car. I was just trying to see if they would, you know, open it up on fan mail. And I was kind of excited about it, and excited for them, and just, you know, hoping they would open it up and maybe we could link up in the future, do a collab, whatever, right? So they shouted me out on that big time. So I wanted to thank the Goon Squad for that. So if you're not already subscribed to the Goon Squad, make sure you go subscribe to their channel. They are my current YouTubers of the week and my favorite YouTube channel. Those dudes are awesome. Every time I watch a video, when that Huracan is in the video, I feel some type of way, some type of positive way about it, because they took a car that somebody actually bought and wrecked, and they brought it back to health. And I actually got to watch, you know, a car that meant a lot to me, and me building my YouTube channel, I got to watch them rebuild it, man. So shout out to Goon Squad. If you're not subscribed to their channel, man, go subscribe, because at a minimum, man, you're gonna see some dudes that don't quit, man. When the going gets tough, they don't quit. When they're doing those projects, they're just setting a really good example. So Goon Squad, thanks for all the shout outs. Thanks for all the love, man. Thanks for taking knowledge to the next level, giving him the facelift that he always deserved. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for all that, man. And shout out to all the Goon Squad fans that have come to my channel and supported my channel. I appreciate that. And I don't take any of it for granted, man. So this is a shout out to you guys, and I really appreciate it, and wish you the best of success and continued growth with your channel. And hopefully one day we can meet, do some type of collab. I don't care what it is. We can go get some pizza. You guys can do burnouts with my supercharged Huracan. All right, this is Will Motivation saying thank you, and, you know, welcome to everybody that's come to my channel, and a special shout out to the Goon Squad, the YouTubers of the week. Here with another video on how to turn $7,000 into over $100,000 in one single real estate investment transaction. You'll learn not only how to do flips, but also you'll learn the benefits of buying and holding and owning real estate for the long haul as rental properties. So what do you do when you're interested in investing or spending money on something, or, you know, spending time, energy, and money on something? You study. You know what? I can buy these houses for cheap prices and then rent them out, make a profit on them, and then it'll just be another business. So if you don't already own a home or own a house, you should buy a house that is a good house that will turn into a good investment. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Will Motivation, and today we're talking about my advice on the #1 way for you to get started investing in real estate.